application of rules of double entry system. So here we all know that in Indian system of accounting we follow the double entry system of accounting, wherein in each transaction we will have two accounts which is being affected or involved. Okay, so also we read about the golden rules and classification of accounts in our previous classes. So golden rules of accounting is based on the nature or classification of accounts. If we come across any personal account, then the rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. And if it is a real account, in that case, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Nominal, debit all expenses and losses, and credit all incomes and gains. Okay, so based on these rules, each transaction we have to transfer it to a journal entry. Okay, so for that, first we need to identify the accounts from the transactions. Minimum there should be two accounts, and sometimes there will be three accounts also. Okay, so now first one is given as personal account. So as we discussed, the rule of personal account is debit the receiver, that is the person who receives should be debited, and credit the giver. Okay, which means the person who is giving the benefit should be credited. Okay, so as we all know, personal account means it can be individuals or group of people, or it can be like a representative personal, like outstanding, prepaid, all those are representative personal accounts. So it can be anything like that. There's an example given for personal account: paid unbilled rupees 10,000 by check, which means we are paying to unbill through a check. Okay, so it means that there are two accounts, right? One is unbill account, because we are paying it to him only, he is the receiver now. And through, how are we paying? Through a check, by check. Check means automatically whenever we pay through check, we will automatically treat that as the bank account. Okay, so now the two accounts which are involved here are unbill account and bank account. So here the next step is going to be, we have to find out the nature of account, that is whether it can be personal or real or the nominal account. So bank and unbill both are personal accounts. Okay, so I have already given you the classification of accounts table, wherein I have given you personal, real and nominal accounts, which account will come under the which classification or the nature. Just go through that table, you will be very much clear on how to classify the accounts. Okay, then comes in, you have to apply the rule. First, from the transaction we took the accounts which are getting affected, and from that we have found out the nature or classification of accounts. Now we have to apply the rule. Here the rule says debit the receiver and credit the giver for personal accounts. Here, Anbu is the person who is receiving the benefit, because we say, right, paid Anbu. We are paying to Anbu. So Anbu is receiving the check. So he becomes the receiver. And who is the giver here? Bank is the giver, because we are giving it by check. So bank is the giver. So we'll debit Anbu account and credit bank account. The next one is real account. Real account rule is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. So here there is an example: furniture purchased for cash rupees 5,000. So here the accounts which are affected or involved are furniture account and cash account. Since we are purchasing a specific asset, okay, in that case we need to take up the asset name. So here it is furniture, so we are taking furniture account and cash account. So here also both furniture and cash account are real account in nature. Real account means where the properties or the possessions or the belongings of the businesses occur. Okay. So here furniture and cash are the properties or the belongings of the business. So both are considered as real accounts. So now apply the rule, what comes in should be debited. So when we purchase furniture, furniture only comes in, right? And when we purchase, automatically we'll have to pay the cash, which means cash is going out. So furniture comes in and cash goes out. So furniture is coming in, so we have to debit the account, and cash is going out, so we have to credit cash account. Okay, the next one is nominal account. Nominal account means we have to debit all the expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains. So this is the golden rule for nominal account. As an example here, paid rent of rupees 5000 in cash. Okay, so here the two accounts which are affected are rent and cash. So rent means since we are paying rent, okay, which means we are spending the amount, we are making an expense, okay. So debit all expenses, so automatically rent we have to debit, and cash account is a real account. So applying the rule of real account, when cash comes in only we have to debit, and cash goes out means we have to credit. Since we are making the doing some expense, okay, we are spending some amount for paying the rent, your cash goes out. In that case you have to credit the cash account, right?